If you're running n8n locally on your computer, you've probably run into this issue. Webhooks and external services like Slack or Telegram just do not work. That's because your n8n instance is running on localhost, which means it's only accessible from your own machine. You can still send requests out to other services, but they can't send requests back to you. And that's a problem if you want to use webhooks or set up services that require a secure HTTPS connection. Today, I'll show you how to fix that by using a free tool called NGROK. It lets you securely expose your localhost n8n port to the internet so you can use webhooks, Slack integrations, and anything else that needs an HTTPS connection, all while keeping your local setup private and secure. Everything we do today is going to be completely free, so let's get started. First off, I'm going to show you how to set up n8n on your computer by using Docker. Docker lets us containerize the n8n service. It's kind of like having a mini computer within your computer that you can restart or update anytime just by running a command or clicking a button. So go to docker.com and download Docker Desktop. Once it's installed, it'll look something like this. Next, you'll go to the description and find this Docker Compose file that you'll download and put into a folder on your desktop. Open a terminal and please don't be intimidated. It's super simple. You'll navigate to the folder on your desktop by running cd desktop and then cd folder name. Once inside, you'll run the Docker Compose command. This command is going to start up your virtual environment that is running your n8n service. How do they do this? Well, if we take a look at the Docker Compose file, this is the configuration for our containerized environment. There are two services defined. One is n8n and the other is Postgres. Postgres is just a database that this n8n service will use to store your workflows, credentials, data tables, stuff like that. Now, since we ran the Docker Compose command, it started these services for us automatically. If we look at the Docker Desktop app, we'll see these services with green dots next to them, which tells us that everything is up and running. Now, if we navigate to localhost 5678, this is the port on our computer where our n8n instance lives. In n8n, create a new workflow and add a webhook trigger node. You'll notice the URL starts with localhost 5678. That means it only works from your own computer. If you copy that link and paste it into your browser, it'll work fine because your browser is also running locally. But if you try to send that same URL to Slack, Telegram, or any other service, it won't reach your machine because your local host isn't exposed to the public internet. That's where NGROK comes in, and I'll show you exactly how to set it up next. To get started, head over to ngrok.com and create a free account. Once you're logged in, you can click on Setup and Installation to go to that page. You'll download and install it on your computer by following these first couple of instructions. To set up the authentication, you'll run this command that contains your own auth token. Definitely do not share this token. It's meant to be private, like a password. Once that's done, you can run ngrok http 5678. If you don't remember, 5678 is the port that our n8n instance is running on locally. So this command will essentially start up your port forwarding, meaning this public HTTPS URL that it gives you will tunnel all of its requests to your local n8n instance. If we open the HTTPS URL it gives us, here's our n8n service, and it's now exposed to the internet. I could even go on my phone here and access it. Just remember, ngrok URLs are temporary on the free plan, so every time you restart ngrok, your URL will change. If you want a fixed domain, you can upgrade. Anyway, the last thing we need to do is configure our n8n service to use this new webhook URL. As of now, the webhook nodes are still showing localhost. So go to Docker Compose file, and under the n8n service environment, add 3 new fields. Webhook URL and n8n editor base URL will be set to that new HTTPS URL ngrok gives us, and n8n proxy hops is set to 1. Once you save those changes, you can restart your Docker by running Docker Compose down and then Docker Compose up. Now, if we refresh our n8n service in the browser, we'll see that the webhook URL is using the ngrok HTTPS URL instead of localhost. That's it, you're good to go. If you do end up stopping and restarting ngrok, just make sure to update the fields in the Docker Compose file and restart the container. But yeah, we can now access our local n8n instance from anywhere on the internet. I can even activate this webhook in workflow by going to that URL on my phone. Now, if you wanted to connect your Slack project, all you would have to do is come into event subscriptions and turn this on. Then in n8n, you'll grab your Slack trigger. I just have the any on any event Slack trigger here. And inside of this, you'll find your webhook URL, grab the production one, copy it, and then activate the workflow. Then you can paste it into here. and make sure your credential is connected with your Slack account API key that you get from OAuth permissions. Copy it here and paste that into the credential. And then you should be good to go. And it will say verified. So if you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more automation content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.